Hello everyone and welcome back to more Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2. My name is Rabbit, and in our previous episode we continued exploring Fire Tower 2. We didn't really see anything too new or too fabulous, but we did get a brand new Kalma. I believe it's called Knuckle Chew? Yes? No? Maybe so. And then after that we made a pit stop in one of the ogre vines that has the hidden arena for this area, and we took out the opponents for rounds 1 and 2. And now we are faced with the option to either continue onward to round 3 or duck out and take our winnings. I feel like we should be prepared for this, but at the same time, I don't want to lose what we've got, and I don't know. Guys, I wish I had the option of just kind of previewing what round 3 had, because I think when we tried to do this the last time, I decided to pussy out, didn't I? So maybe I should just be a man and do it. But again, I don't want to be penalized. You know what? I think let's just forget it. Let's keep going. It's probably going to be hard.
Is that so? Too bad. Here is your prize money. Please come back again.
Oh, I will. So I just don't feel... I don't know. We have a great team, but I'd like to have more healers, honestly. I don't know. I really do like the Tishu. It's nice getting the mana back, but I wonder if at this point in the game having 2 healers is better. Oh, well, maybe I could go back and do it. You know what? It's fine. We made money, and that's all that counts, right? Kahu the pimp, all about making that money. And why am I running into walls left and right? If I could use items, I would feel so much better, because I'd be able to revive fallen beasts, but since that is not the case, I'm not trying to throw away the progress that I've made. Not at all. And of course, I know I'm a little too cautious when it comes to this game. I get it. I know. Rabbits, you gotta live life on the edge a little bit sometimes, but this game is chock full of bullshit, as you have seen. We have had many a close call throughout this Let's Play. I can do without anymore, honestly. And you know what? I'm saying all this, and watch, when I finally do take on round... Whoa! Oh my god, that thing caught me off guard. When I finally do take on round 3, watch, it's going to be a bunch of bullshit anyway. Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't need another one of these eggs, so I might just pick it up and then let it be the first thing I drop when I run out of space. Or maybe I shouldn't even pick it up. It's almost like, what is the freaking point? I don't know, but whatever. It doesn't hurt, I guess, to grab it while we're here. Or if you better kill him. Yeah! That is what I'm talking about. Well, in addition to us just kind of running around Fire Tower 2, getting Kalma, and taking on part of the hidden arena here, I was telling you guys a bit about the month of January for me, which had great days and some not so great days. God, we have so many Drex. I'm over a lot of these eggs, not even going to lie to you guys. Whoa, what the fuck? I am not even paying attention. So these monsters are coming out of nowhere pretty much for me. So January has been good. I left off in our previous episode with telling you guys about how we had a teacher that kind of got screwed over and left, and then, well, she became a tutor, or was going to become a tutor, but then decided to leave, and then we had an actual current teacher walk out. So there's been a lot of drama at the school, and as I've shared with you guys before, there are just some people that it's hard to really take them seriously. It's hard to trust them, and even with some of the friendships that I fostered, and I say friendships very, I don't know, I guess not too not too much of a heartfelt sentiment, just because I don't know. I like some of the people that I work with, both within my department and outside of it, but it's hard to trust some of them as well. I had this conversation with a few of you who also are in academia, or you work in research, or something, a field where it's very competitive, because everyone's reputation is kind of at stake with whatever you publish or whatever is said. So everyone's always on edge and wants to be the best and wants to be the first person or have their name be the first one listed on a publication. And everyone wants to be the one to get publicity and attention for shit that happens or that's discussed. So academia, and I know there are other fields like this, it's very competitive. Everyone is very cutthroat, and it's all about who's the best, who's the smartest, who has the best reputation, what have you contributed, and blah, blah, blah. That is not me, guys. Those are not my values. I am absolutely not a competitive person. This has been a consistent thing that I've mentioned. You know what? Fuck this egg. Within this Let's Play, outside of this Let's Play, in others, just even people that know me, God, I don't need this many of these. I'm just going to drop 2 of them just to free up some space here. But everyone who even knows me in real life knows that I'm really laid back. I am not about that bragging lifestyle. I'm not about that competitive lifestyle. Because for me, oh shit, I thought I'd be able to sneak by him, but no, not the case. I think that real meaningful relationships are way more important than saying, oh, you know, I was the first name on these 5 publications, and I've given presentations in Germany, and I have led discussion groups in Belize, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, who cares? What kind of person are you? Do you feel like you're actually leaving a meaningful impact, or are you a haughty asshole that no one even respects? So even though you're very smart and even though you're very hardworking, does anyone respect you? Does anyone value what you have to say? I don't know. I feel like your heart and soul, those things are more important than worldly accomplishments and worldly possessions. But that's just me. Like, I understand that for some people that are workaholics, or maybe, you know, they don't care that much about other people, or they don't care about their hobbies or things like that. You know, all of their goals revolve around financial success or, you know, career success. I get that, and if that is you, you know, you do you, and props to you. But that's not me. So academia is very stressful for me, and I know a couple of you have expressed that to me as well when I've shared just some of the drama that goes on in our research department. And even, this is not Kalma.
What are you doing here? You okay? Without a mask?
Who's still a kid, so he likes that hat of his. But what about you? Are you feeling all right? Forest air get to you?
You can't tell me that I would be affected.
Hey, you okay? Are you feeling okay?
No, I'm just fine. Darn it, what am I doing in such a place? Since when have I... Hey, where am I? Who am I? Darn it, what are you looking at?
Yeah, this looks serious.
I think it's like being knocked out or something.
What the fuck is this conversation? But we got a solanum. This is the first time we've seen this item, so let's immediately hop on over. I saw you. Flower of an unusual herb. Ups drag strength. Earth. My boy. Happy birthday. That is so cool. It was a weird cutscene, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but I am always happy to get free shit.
I'm dizzy, huh? I'm okay. Let me be.
Why wouldn't he just teleport himself back to the temple? What are you doing here if you're not feeling well? Alright, that was super weird, but whatever. That's none of my business, though. So yes, competitive life is not ideal for me. I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm just trying to have meaningful relationships and have, I don't know, a fulfilling life, which for me is about leaving an impact of some way, or in some way, shape, or form, or in some kind, I guess is what I was starting to say, so I'm combining expressions here. So I don't know. I don't mind that there are competitive people. It's just that it doesn't really align with my values or with my personality. I'm just not that way. Andrew is kind of, I feel like for him, so I didn't mention this, but he's teaching a new class for the biology lab at a local university here. So he has in the past taught intro to bio for undergrads, and he's taught zoology. And I don't know what this class is called that he's teaching this semester, but it involves, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what it's called. Guys, I'm totally spacing right now. Well, anyway, the point is he's teaching a new class, and it has more of like a variety of topics, so it's not just about... It's not cell bio. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. So, to just move on, he's teaching a new class, and he has found that for him as well, the competitiveness, sometimes it's inspiring, you know, to see people that are doing things you want to do. So you take that inspiration and you let that propel you forward, and you let that motivate you and feed your drive and passion to grow in your respective field or in your respective research area or focus, blah, blah, blah. I think that's a healthy way of being competitive, but for some people, they take it and it manifests itself as being very cutthroat and being very ruthless and stepping on whoever you need to get where you want to be, not giving a shit about who you hurt and who you have to trample on to to achieve the things that you want. And I don't know, I just don't like that at all. So he sees a lot of that at his university, and I'm seeing a lot of it at the school where I'm at. So it's just not something that I think is very agreeable with us, but we get that that's just what really motivates some people. So keep doing you. So this semester has been, oh my goodness, very, very draining already, even though it's only been a month. And oh my God, why are some of these forests so big? I don't want to be here fighting monsters forever. I guess let me go back. There was another path. Oh, this one. I wonder if this loops around. Let's find out. It looks like it does. Okay. Is he sleeping? Oh God, he was. And I totally just chilled right in front of him. Well, that was sneaky. All right. No more Inferno books, game. I can't even deal with this anymore. I don't need any more of these. I need a shopkeeper. That is what I want. I want to sell these cute gems. Maybe I should start dropping those. I mean, money is not something we really need at this point. Okay, so that's the loop-de-loop, right? Yes, that's where we started. Let's just go in some order. Even if I have to fight beasts along the way. Did I backtrack? Where the hell am I? I'm so lost. Whatever. At least these monsters are pretty easy to kill. We're not really facing too much trouble yet. So I guess to kind of wrap up everything with that teacher and with all that drama that's been going on, things have been kind of hard and everyone's on edge and a little unhappy and nobody's really trusting each other, and it's just been a not very high morale work environment. Let me just say that. Morale has been low in a lot of departments. You can tell that there's just a lot of divided attitudes. People are mad, people are sad, people are hurt, people are angry, which is the same as mad, but whatever. You know what I'm saying. I just wish that our work environment could be more positive, and I don't know what would even need to happen to make it that way. Like, it has to start with the school's culture, I think. I feel like the principal needs to do a better job of uniting all of our departments and of making us feel like we're one cohesive unit. But I almost feel like does this on purpose just so that people don't question things too much or don't really rise up. So let me kind of explain what I'm talking about. All right, Earth, you get your little growth spurt here. So the other day, okay, I'm trying to think of a very succinct way of explaining this. So our school is very unique in that not only is it like a community college, but we have a high school extension. So we have 16 and 17-year-olds who are also attending and taking the community college classes. If that makes any sense. I don't know how to really explain it other than we allow high school students to get college credit. Yes, I guess that's how I can put it without getting into all of like the details with the programs and like majors and things like that. So yeah, let's just leave it at that. Simple, sweet. You know what I'm saying. So we have underage people that are trying to get associate's degrees or trying to get credits to go towards their 4-year degrees while they're also taking high school classes. It's pretty freaking cool.
You look like you want a cool divine beast, right?
Huh? I don't know. I'm not wild about them.
Don't be silly. Them coos got really strong attacks. You can't go suddenly attacking divine beasts. Yup, coos are good. The best. Coos forever.
Oh no. The forest air must have gotten to this idiot.
Was that? You making fun of me? You go find your own stuff, you.
All right, give us that batel.
What's he jabbering about? Hey, guy, shouldn't you get on home?
And their feet are good, slim and straight. I love them.
You really ought to go back to the temple. See ya.
I swear, the way this dialogue is paced, it's like they didn't even record in the same studio. What is happening? Okay, well, whatever. And I love how they didn't have Nico actually say that he's plastered. They should have. All right, well, we've got a coup. Oh, nice. So my whole fireside basically got item buffs today. That's awesome. We gave the Solanum to Earth, and then the Batel to Chachi.
What's that, kid? You like coos? I see.
No, we actually said that we're not wild about them. I like having a variety. I mean, maybe at some point if I really gave a shit, I would try to figure out what I want us to be and what type of divine beasts I want to represent me, but for now it's like, okay, I'll just have whatever works and whatever gets the job done. And so far, oh god, these things drive me nuts. So far I feel like our very eclectic lineup has been doing what it needs to do. Alright, I guess I'll start out with increasing our defenses here. But yeah, so anyway, I was starting to tell a story. So we have underage kids who are going to our school getting college credits either towards their associates or towards their bachelor's, depending on what they want to do and, you know, how hard they feel like working. Because it's not for everyone, right? Some people do argue that does a 16-year-old really need to be taking college classes? Like, shouldn't they be focusing on, you know, playing sports and having fun and going to prom and enjoying their youth? And, you know, I get where some parents are coming from. They want their kids to not have to worry about stress and not to have responsibility. But at the same time, if they have the opportunity to get free college credit, like, that's saving them money as long as they're caring about it. I mean, it doesn't do them any good if they get all C's, you know, because you don't want that on your transcript. So they won't be able to use those credits, or they wouldn't want to use those credits anyway. They'd rather just start over. So it's kind of dependent on the individual student. And I think, you know, that's fine. If some people don't like it, they don't have to. They can just go to a high school and not worry about enrolling in a program of this caliber or of this type. No, you lose, I win, get it right. So that's fine and dandy and all well. Well, anyway, one section of our research group focuses exclusively on, student performance within our school's programming, which is kind of cool. I mean, I think those sorts of things are needed by all schools just for internal analyses. So figuring out, are our programs working? Is there something we can do better? Is there something that, is perfect and we don't need to change it? So we should make sure that we do this again the next year. I think those are things that are important for all schools and all organizations to analyze and assess, basically. So we have a small team that looks exclusively at that, like student performance and retention rate and blah, blah, blah. That's basic registrar level bullshit, right? Well, one of the things that I guess the team had reported was that the percentage of 17-year-olds or 18-year-olds, so basically the percentage of kids who were graduating with enough credits to qualify them for a free associate's degree, it was very high. I don't know the numbers for that because that's not what my specific team works on. We look more at student health data and those kinds of things, publications. That's what we work with. We don't work with state information so much. So for me, it doesn't impact me whether or not we have a high retention rate. That's not what matters. I do more work with demographic information, if that is clear. Maybe it's not, but whatever. I'll just keep going and pretend you understand what I'm talking about. Well, so with this report that had come out a week ago, I'm going to guess, the timeline doesn't really matter. The principal was very pleased because we had a very high percentage of 17 and 18-year-olds who were going to be graduating, not only with a high school diploma, but they were going to have a free associate's degree. That's pretty freaking cool, you guys. I don't care who you are. That is quite an accomplishment, and that's really nice, because if those kids do decide to go on to a 4-year university, think about how ahead of the game they are. 18 years old and with like an associate's degree in something, that's pretty cool. Even if it's just something like, I don't know, like a computer technology, or if it's like a certificate program they decided to do, that is still an advantage for them, and they didn't have to pay for it. Like, I wish, I wish when I was 16 or 17, I had gone to a school that was partnered with a college that provided that sort of programming, because my husband and I both would have taken advantage of that. You know, I didn't have any help when I was going through my undergrad or my master's. Like, everything that I achieved was because I worked hard and I did it myself. Like, I worked full time while being a triple major in my undergrad, and I paid off all of my bills, so I didn't have to have any student loans, because I literally got like 3 hours of sleep pretty much every single day for a long time. And then during my master's, I worked for the university, not only as a graduate teaching assistant, but I also worked in our women's clinic, or health center, if you want to call it that. I don't think school clinics should be called health centers, but for those of you who do call them that is what I worked in. So I was juggling like a million things at once, and I still graduated with honors, top of my class, 4.0. Like, I worked really hard, but none of it was free, and none of it was easy. So I think there's something to be said for kids who are a bit precocious and do want to put forth the effort to get a bit of an advantage. And if kids don't want to do that, they certainly don't have to. Just continue going to your high school and don't sign up for this kind of program. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Anyway, so my husband and I think that that's a very cool opportunity, and, you know, everyone was really ecstatic, and there was like a little newsletter that they sent out to all of us. So, of course, in our work emails, it was flooded with bullshit, with people saying, oh, yeah, this is so awesome. Look at all the high school kids that are going to be graduating with this, and it's all because of our program, and it's all because of you guys, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's great. They wanted to praise everyone in the school for all of the hard work that they've contributed to these underage kids who want to have these opportunities. That's really wonderful, and I'm so happy that they thought to even acknowledge everyone. Okay, but listen to this. The principal, instead of like throwing a pizza party for everyone in our school, or instead of like, I don't know, us having a night where every department gets to go out somewhere and, I don't know, has like $200 that your whole team can spend on drinks or food or whatever. Just something to celebrate everyone, because I feel like all the departments really contribute equally to the success of these students. It's not just one. Okay, maybe my department has nothing to do with it since we don't interact firsthand with the students. But let's just talk about the advising team, counseling, and the teachers themselves. I think those are all pretty equal, wouldn't you say? Like, they all help the kids. So the teachers are the ones who are in the classrooms with those kids all day long, every single day. Advisors, yeah, they help, and they help kids kind of like plot what classes they want to take and what they want to do and all that bullshit. So they're with kids for a decent amount of time as well. And then, of course, you have, like, if there's a counseling team that needs to work with individual students, you know, to make sure that their mental sanity and emotional health is there so that they can continue to thrive within these kinds of stressful environments. Like, these are all teams that I think equally contribute to the success of a student. This fucking principal, the head of our school, bought whole pizzas for the 4 advisors that we have. I guess there are 4 advisors, and then they have their own secretary in their department, which they need to have. There's not enough room. Oh my goodness. Let me see before I even try to talk about bullshit. I don't need this. Oh, there's so much bullshit. Well, guys, we're actually up on time anyway, so let's go ahead and just end this. I will continue talking about the school and what our fucking head of school / principal / dean did to piss off 2 departments, because she only did something for one. And yeah, we'll figure out what I should drop and kind of just continue making our way. I'm pretty sure we're almost done with Fire Tower. So it was a really weird episode. We had some very strange conversations with people who were getting high off of the forced air. So hopefully we will have no more of that nonsense. So thank you for watching, everyone. As always, I'm your host, Rabbit, and this is my Let's Play of Jade Cocoon 2. I'll see you shortly.